Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to my gaming channel. I am KRSG48 underscore gaming here, and it is now January of 2026. What a time to be alive in such a terrible fuckhead as time of sequencing events that is absolutely egregious, terrible, and just downright fucking completely idiotic simply because of the fact that with everything that has been going on, it is just an outcry of absolute horrendousy and terrible times that are honestly quite confusing to me. I don't understand just how that the entire world is telling someone to put a so-called dictator back to where he belongs while the people there are happy that he's been captured. It just doesn't necessarily make much sense to me, okay? And maybe that's the reason why I am not the president, because A, I'm not 35 years old as of yet, and B, I'm just sitting here trying to figure out what the hell is really the issue going on here whenever it comes to other different things. And because of the confusion, I decided, maybe I should go ahead and switch up from Wanda being a 4th DPS and to actually being someone who's on the support team, actually helping out my own fucking team so that we can actually be able to go ahead and win this game, even though right here I die. Just here. There it is. I died. So eventually I'm going to go ahead and skip over all the spectatings and whatnot, especially when we get into the second and third game here, because I've played 3 games. This is honestly my very first day ever playing Marvel Rivals on the PlayStation 4, which is the reason why all of the textures are just melting on the fucking screen right now. This actually wasn't even my platform of choice when it came to playing Marvel Rivals. I wanted to play on my MacBook Pro, but when I booted it up on Steam, it said that the only way I was able to be able to play the game is if I go ahead and I have a Windows operating system, which I do, just extremely fucking outdated. So outdated, in fact, that oh, I ended up getting a system. So fucking outdated that, the ultimatum of everything is just that I'm just gonna have to go ahead and get myself a gaming PC, and I got that Iron Man out of the fucking sky. Yay me. Okay, that's one of the good things I've done while playing as Green Snow here. I've also done some rather questionable things. Like, what was it? Well, I got that kill off of Ella, and I got that Iron Man out of the sky, but however, whenever it comes to certain things and whatnot, I allowed this Iron Fist to die way too many times throughout this gameplay, and so I'm sitting here just trying to heal up my team. Oh, he bricked that ultimate. Thank God he did that shit, because otherwise I would have been absolutely shitty as hell having to rush back to the field, and we probably would have even lost the point doing that shit. But hey, to each his own. I'm just trying my best to learn the game, because honestly, like I said, this is my very first time ever truly playing the game of Marvel Rivals. A lot of the times I've just been sitting here watching a lot of Twitch clips and whatnot of how people are able to go ahead and utilize the characters to do several different things, like being able to portal an entire team off of the map, which according to my friends, they're still questioning whether or not they actually even still fall for that. And the answer is yes, they still fall for it. Okay? You'll see it in I'm sorry I interrupted myself using my ultimate, but go ahead and give me your thoughts on whether or not you actually like to hear music playing in the background whenever I do Luna Snow's Ultimate. Okay, it's not the only time that you'll actually see me play as Luna Snow. You'll see me play as Luna Snow several other different times throughout this gameplay and in other different parts. I have roughly about 5 to 6 different parts of me playing Marvel Rivals on the PlayStation 4. So the good news for you guys is that I have content in order to continue my upload schedule of about two videos every month. The bad news is the fact that you unfortunately are going to have to look at the textures melt on the screen for say another 3.5 months or so. It just depends on what it is that I truly feel like uploading, because I do have those videos for Need for Speed Heat. You know, I have part 4 and 5 already set up together, and so those will be scheduled to come out within the coming months. And I also have the other few parts when it comes to the Dragon Ball Xenophase series. Oh, I got a kill. Yay me. Unfortunately, my dumbass. I have allowed this Iron Fist to die one too many fucking times within this gameplay right here, and it's very unfortunate to me because I'm just allowing the person to die, and I'm just like, man, what exactly is it that I can do to be able to help out my team much better? Okay, now this storm down here is ultimate. Unfortunately, didn't necessarily do anything. I'm just standing up here with the ant that just got destroyed, and I'm trying to heal Doctor Strange. Another Doctor Strange comes up, and he's trying to jump my mans. And so I'm just like, yo, this motherfucker out of here. Get out of here. Storm is up here. Shoot this person out of the sky. Got her out of there. Then Emma Frost come in swinging at me. And I'm like, hey, yo, chill the fuck out. What the fuck you doing? Back the fuck up. I didn't sign up for all this. Okay, what I signed up for was to be able to play Marvel Rivals, and I'm gonna keep on saying that. I wanted to play on PC, but unfortunately that's not happening. What is, however, well, I died. That's exactly I died. So unfortunately we are kind of on a losing the point here, trying to fight for survival, but I'm skating back to the arena to go ahead and help even out the playing field, which is I allowed that to die yet a fucking. And I died as well. So back to the action. Okay, we have our Iron Fist back on the field. I'm trying to heal Iron Man, and yeah, I go ahead and add my boost to him just so I can be able to, make sure I be able to focus on him. Like, let's get this storm out of the sky. Yay me! I got the storm out of the sky. They're doing our ultimate and whatnot. Iron Man died, and so did I Rocket. I didn't even peep that the first time, but I took down the Emma Frost. It was. We captured the point. I'm over here trying to fight up against Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is down. The other Doctor Strange. Okay, there's two people. Or maybe that was the Doctor Strange that was on our team. That was not heal. It's just he break that ultimate once in a time. And unfortunately, I think that was our Iron Man that broke that ultimate. So hey, let me go ahead and tag team healing up.
I am ready to put on a show.
Let me go ahead and tag team on healing up the Rocket while I go ahead and I focus fire on the Storm. Storm is down, I'm healing Iron Man. I turn around, Iron Fist is here. He's being very shifty, but we went ahead, we got the other person out of the way that was Ember Falls. I'm gonna go ahead and heal up the Iron Fist just so that you can finally be able to stay alive. Okay, I tried my best to do my job in keeping this Iron Fist alive, but unfortunately he has died too many times on my watch, and that pains me being Moon Snow here because we have during this season, which is the season of Gambit and Rude, we have a team up, and I let him die. I'm not sure why I was being blind flashed. Okay, maybe that was just the fact that, you know, this this console that's in the 8th grade is getting ready to go to high school, so maybe that might just be the case. But why is this Dr. Strange? Oh, thanks for the amplifier. I really appreciate that. So we're just going around healing everyone, making sure that everybody is good. Iron Fist is just throwing random punches and whatnot. The Jeff trying to ult. I'm trying to take down the Jeff. Jeff is just running around. And so I believe he had about maybe one of his teammates there healing him up, and I'm boosting myself trying to get this Jeff out of the way. Got the assist and taking him out, but throughout this gameplay I've been shooting 30% from the field, so to speak, and healing my teammates and taking down everybody else. And they got off point and we won, so it's a good game for us. But however, unfortunately, you feel me, while we allowed the freeing of Jean Grey here, unfortunately the next game we played, it was an absolute horrendous ass game. Now looking at the team composition, we have 3 DPS, 2 tanks, and 1 healer. I decided to go ahead and be Dr. Strange here, and I could have helped out our team by opening up a portal and portaling the other team off of the map, so to speak, but however, that unfortunately did not happen simply because I was too busy reading everything. Don't judge me, I'm just currently reading up on how we're gonna lose this, because I'm trying to figure out what it is I could do. What's this, what's that, what's this do, what's that do, how does that work, how does this work. The shield, the passive ability of what it is I'm able to utilize, and I realize it's less than 15 seconds left. That's not enough time to portal the other team off of the map. So unfortunately I'm just trying to get to the battlefield, and I'm taking my sweet ass time, going the wrong way. Never even played on this map, and I'm playing Doctor Strange, which is a character I've never actually played before, and you are going to see just how terrible I do here, okay? In later games I redeem myself, but for the first game, you know, let's just let it get out the way. I died here. Coming back into the battlefield, I'm going against the Psylocke 1v1. She boosts past me, and I'm putting on my shield trying to whip the Psylocke, and then she falls back. I'm still trying to do the whole whip thing while also shooting. Daredevil comes in and he's taking me out. I died. So I'm coming through here, and I'm wondering who the fuck just shot me from behind. That shit is crazy. Wanda somehow ends up behind me, backing up, which is something I really shouldn't be doing so much as a tank, and I got punished for it. Okay, in later games I was reminded of just how much of a terrible position that it is to be a tank and be scary as hell. Even though I don't necessarily try to be scary, you know, you use the shield to push up and whatnot instead of falling back. You know, that's totally on me. That's my fault. I take the full blame and responsibility of that, just like how I'm taking the full responsibility of getting my ass beat the fuck up over here and constantly shielding and whatnot. And I'm just constantly whipping, and unfortunately, you feel me, while I am going ahead and trying to help out, I unfortunately end up just failing and failing and failing, but you know, as you continue to fail, you learn to succeed. I get swallowed up by Jeff, and that's a death for me. Another one. You know, somehow we actually be able to start pushing back on the point. They start pushing over once again, and the other Strange has his portal here. I'm going ahead and I'm just trying to 1v1 the Strange. While we have, what is it, Psylocke, and I'm over here getting jumped. I died. Then comes to somewhere where we have the final push here, and we take down the Wanda. Daredevil comes up. I'm shielding, and Psylocke is also there. But what's interesting is we go ahead and we start to push everything back. Now we have 4 minutes and 15 seconds left. Hit the like button for more Strange plays, because yeah, I definitely went ahead and I did this shit, not realizing that the fucking portal was just gonna spawn, like the portal spawns right in front of you. Okay, but thankfully Groot had the trees just stuck there, so he was able to start pushing back. Where's this jet coming from? And unfortunately, you know, my dumbass play, it was very strange. It's very strange. You know, hit the like button for more strange plays. Okay, the like stranger things. So I like alts, I die, and unfortunately that is a wrap here. I'm going ahead and figure out what the fuck is going on, because we have supports, and I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. But unfortunately, we lost the game. But now we're moving on to another domination map. I go ahead and I pick up on Doctor Strange here, and this is a game where it goes down to the final round, I believe. Okay. So moving up, we have Invisible Woman, we have Cloak and Dagger, we have the group going, we have the group peeling to the left. I'm coming up on the main route to the point, and so I'm just going ahead and shoot the shit. And while I'm shooting the shit, you feel me? We have our Punisher here. He's not aiming at Doctor Strange at all for like 5 seconds and whatnot. He's aiming at me. I don't understand why the fuck he's doing that. The supports die. I go down, and they're starting to push back on us. So seems to be a bit of a domination where we are getting our face fucked the fuck up. And Moon Knight does his ultimate, but doesn't say hit anybody. I'm over here trying to down goes Squirrel, down goes Moon Knight. So finally we go ahead, we win the battle. We like, yeah, let's go ahead and cap this point. So for this first round, we won the first round, I want to say. And it's the second round where we ended up losing. But we ended up winning the third round in this game. I'm over here playing the long game, trying to shoot the shit with this dagger, but dagger ends up dying to the Punisher. On our backside, we have a couple people coming up. Magneto is there. I go ahead and help out, taking down the Magneto. On the side, Squirrel Girl is being a scrub ass character like always. And you know, I have so much of this charge, and I just never ever really get around to releasing it. I should have released it upon this Jeff here. Yeah, that would have actually been taken down, but you know, the darkness within me has quelled itself, and I'm just sticking on to the point. Meanwhile, we have our supports who are going ahead and fighting up front. And I'm like, hey, let's go ahead and defend the point. Someone, I believe that's Squirrel Girl using her ultimates. Yep, it's Squirrel Girl using her ultimates. And while half of our team is taken down, so the other team is getting on point, I go ahead and use my Eye of Agamotto. And I ended up fucking up here, but hey, hit the like button for more Strange plays, I guess, because it all worked out. We still had the point. They fell through, and I'm getting healed up. So we actually won this round simply because of that. Punisher went ahead and used his ultimate. He could have just saved it. I don't know why he did that, but you know, to each his own. We end up winning this round. And there goes another ultimate that has been wasted, unfortunately. But you know, here this is the round where we end up losing, and
The battle starts in 5.
how we lost was quite interesting because you'll see it in a bit. You'll see it in a bit once I go ahead and I have my portal ready. Okay, we have roughly about 83 seconds left before the portal is ready. Once again, I'm getting hit from the side, and they're just going ahead and using their ultimate. So a lot of things is happening. I'm just like, let me go ahead and I'm getting like double teamed and whatnot. I'm throwing my shield, and I died from the Ankh as well. I died from Magneto. That's who I died from. It was Magneto that had killed me, and because of that, I am back at spawn trying to rush back in. So I go ahead, and I believe at this point I start to go ahead and use my portal to get us onto the field right behind the enemy lines. So I did the portal play to get us onto the point, and we ended up capturing the point. Now the reason why we ended up losing this round was because of the fact that the team was picking a fights, and I kept saying, hey, let's go ahead and, you know, defend the points, but you know, they're pushing up and the rest of the team is not with them, mainly being me and the Punisher. We're still behind defending the point, and so our team ends up going down, and because of that, they rushed up to the point, and I was going to go ahead and use my ultimate, but unfortunately that didn't necessarily work out. So we ended up losing this round, and so now, as you can see here, we are on the points, and you know, I just did my little trick to get us on the point. I'm like, hey,
us against the world.
so I'm like, okay, I got my ultimate ready. So I'm like, alright, team, you know, one of our teammates died. So I'm like, okay, yo, team, let's try and fall back here. Another one of our teammates died. Another one of our teammates died. And it's just, oh my lord, okay. Team is coming up. The opposing team's coming up. They're going ahead and they're pushing the shit. I'm like, yeah, we probably should have just went ahead and came back here and whatnot, instead of everybody else just being up there like really trying to punch in and whatnot. They go ahead and use the Eye of Agamotto, doesn't necessarily do anything. I try to use mine and I die, and so that's how we actually end up losing the game. But I'm like, hey look, we got this. It's one final round, we can go ahead and make this happen. So this is the last round, I believe. This round right here took roughly about, like, say, what, the rest of the game. This was like 5 minutes of us fighting for the point. And both teams are really pushing forward and whatnot. And I'm still being a little bit of a scaredy cat and whatnot, because, you know, the supports, they can't really get onto the point without the tanks, and the tanks really the main one to get on the point. Magneto then ulted one of our teammates, but one of our teammates got the hook and dagger out of the way. I'm on the point, and we end up taking the point from them, so it's like all of us on point, we doing everything. Punisher using his ultimate, shooting the shit. I go ahead and I take down this Ankh. And he's just starting to chase after some of the other different players on the other team. You know, down goes our Groot, but I'm fighting against this Jeff and also this Magneto. Magneto goes down. Now we're trying to go ahead and focus onto the Jeff. I actually take the Jeff out, and the other team is going ahead and rushing onto the point. So I go ahead, I'm just completely fumbled that shit. I don't know how I made that happen. Moon Knight uses ultimate, and I'm coming face to face with the Squirrel Girl while the enemy crocodile uses the ultimate, to go ahead and really punish us. But I'm pushing everywhere off the point like the Squirrel Girl, and other people are trying to come up to the point. Terrible on placement by Moon Knight. And it's just the little typical things going on here. Moon Knight's going up top. I'm shooting the shit, and I get swallowed up by Jeff here, and try to throw me off. I'm like, hey, I can go ahead and fly. So I go ahead, I fly up, and I'm making myself back up to the point. But eventually, unfortunately, I'm over here just 1v like 5, 1v6, I die, and they got the point. Pushing back up into the fight, we are getting scrambled here with Squirrel Girl, Magneto, and I believe another Doctor Strange here. So it's just me and okay, thank you, fella, for coming in to help save the day. That definitely helps. But hey, I got my ultimate here. I'm ready to go ahead and try and make a big play here. So I'm just being all fancy and whatnot, just floating around and shit. And we retake the point, and the team is going ahead fighting up top. Magneto's up top here. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and try to use the ping system a bit more, because a lot of people don't necessarily use the ping system a whole lot. But this Magneto is trying to go ahead and do some shit to us. I'm like, yo, get this fucking Doctor Strange out of here. Thank you very much. Is Magneto out of here? I go ahead and I take him down. Squirrel Girl trying to run up, she gonna get done up, like straight up, no questions asked. Gets taken down. Hella's putting in work, and we win the game. I was gonna go ahead and use my Iron Agamotto, but that doesn't matter. Okay, we went ahead. We won once, we lost once, and we won once again. So, we go ahead and we take those dubs. That's a big victory, 2-1 for the very first time I've actually played Marvel Rivals. But hey, if you guys like to go ahead and see more Marvel Rivals, make sure to hit the like button, and I will see you guys in my next video. But until then, I hope you have a blessed day, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.